and today we're gonna read Diary of a Wimpy Kid the Meltdown story starting on Monday's story, and we were gonna maybe end the reading on Tuesday's story or Wednesday's story for today. Now, already for read this, so I'm back with a lot of stories. Now here we go. And first we can read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the Meltdown story starting on Monday. When I woke up this morning, it was below freezing outside. I was relieved. It actually felt like winter again, but when Mom told me I had to wear thermal underwear to school, I thought maybe global warming isn't such a bad thing after all. I hate wearing thermal underwear because it's uncomfortable and feel ridiculous wearing it. The winter underwear looks cool when it's on the mannequin at the mall, but when I put it on, it's just like a rookie superhero, retired superhero. The mannequins in the mall are always super buff. So they make guys like me who can't spend 3 hours in the gym every day look bad. If I ever get into really good shape, I'm gonna sign up to the mannequin model because that would be an awesome thing to brag about the date. Recognize that body? The mannequins you see at the sports stores are always Atlantic poses, and it looks like it would be hard to stay in that position while someone spots you, and that's too much effort for a job that should be easy. So when I apply for the job, I'm gonna do it the bed store. Mom says I'm luckily have abdominal underwear because our aunt stores didn't have this kind of stuff to keep them warm. Sometimes I wonder about the aunt store stuff. I have no idea they chose to live here when could pick up somewhere a whole lot warmer. Looks good to me. But I can't complain because they survived and everything they did led directly to me. I just wish they could see how I turned so they know all their sacrifices were worth it. I guess we're all lucky to be here because human beings have to do with a lot to get where we are now. At school, we learned that 1 million years ago, big sheet of ice covered half the planet. And if people made it through that, I guess we can get through anything. My teacher said that one day the Earth is gonna be another ice age and the glaciers will come back. But I hope it doesn't happen anytime soon. I've heard the glaciers move slowly, which is a good thing because maybe there will be a chance to do something about it. I didn't know what is worse, but a planet that's too hot or that is too cold. Or all I know is that today it was cold. It wasn't fun walking to school in the morning. I tried to cheer myself by thinking of the things I like about the winter. But I came up with a really short list. Christmas is great at all, but after that is just long slog to the spring. And I've decided the one thing that actually makes winter worth is that hot chocolate. I used to be on safety patrols. I get free hot chocolate at school, but after I got kicked off, I had to start bringing my own. Lately, I have been feeling a thermos with hot chocolate every morning, and that keeps me warm on work to school. But today, Dad must have grabbed my thermos and left me with his. And I didn't realize what had happened until the giant gloop of cream of mushroom soup. I wish Mom and Dad could drive me to school in the morning, but they live a half an hour before I do. There are some kids in my hill, those families drive them in cold days like today, but when me and Roy try to flag them down and hitch the ride, they won't even make an eye contact. That really stings because us hill kids are supposed to have each other backs. It was so cold out today that the teachers decided to keep us indoors for recess, which was perfectly fine with me. The last time we had outdoor recess for a day like today, but Sandy was saying it was too cold that you split would freeze before it hit the ground. Well, it turns out it was wrong and recess was a total nightmare. Usually, indoor recess isn't much fun. We're supposed to play in the board games and do arts and crafts, but kids always get recessless and find ways to liven things up. So today our teacher said we were gonna try something new. Wait, guys, I lost where is the chapter? When it's too long, I will just the end of reading at some page. Oh yes, I think I have to the end reading on some page. So I will gonna the end of reading on the 60 page for today. So tomorrow we start reading on the 61 page. So today she taught us how to play a game called Museum where everyone has to freeze like a statue and hold as long as possible. It was actually pretty fun, but when recess ended, I realized it was just an easy way to get us to behave for half an hour. The thing is that like don't being in indoors at school in the winter is that a lot of the kids are sick, and I really don't want someone getting me sick. Our school is full of germs and nobody covers their mouth when they cough or sneeze. And walking down to the hallway between the classes is like during the war zone. Nobody remembers to sneeze into the crook of their arm. And like kids in the Albert Sandy aren't helping things. Today at lunch, Albert told a story about a guy who covered his sneeze, and when he did, he blew his head clean up. So I told Albert is that story wasn't true, but he swore it was. He said a guy actually survived, and now he works at the grocery bagger at the local supermarket. Albert always spreading bad information like that, and the kids at my table believe every word he says. So now that's zero chance any of these guys will cover their mouth the next time they have to sneeze. A couple of weeks ago, Albert said that when someone's pet dies in the winter, they have to wait until the ground thaws in the spring before they can be buried. He said they had somewhere to keep their pets in the meantime. Albert says the people in our town use the school cafeteria, walking the freezer to the stores and their pets for winter. And that is right now is full of capacity. I'm positive that just another of Albert is stupid making up stories, but until finding the pig is not gonna order the pork barbecue special just in case. I'm seriously thinking changing lunch tables because I'm trying to sitting with Albert Sandy and all these other idots every day. One kid I will miss the Teddy Civet who wears the same sweater all winter long. Teddy's sweater have never been cleaned and their food stains all over it. Sometimes the kids at my table try to guess which stain is, which is that what they were doing today. See, this is the reason girls at my school have pictures of the pop singers in their lockers. The guys in the parade aren't just giving them any good options. I can't even imagine how many germs are on Teddy's sweater, which is why I sit into the last two seats away from him. Oh wait, I have read 61 page too. So tomorrow we'll start reading on the 62 page. Now, did you have fun? You lost English country. We come back with some this book, but not this story because it might be a new chapter for tomorrow. But we have read this story too many times, so maybe if I had a time to read this story, then I'll gonna just take a new book and a new stories. Now, please come to my YouTube and bye bye everyone.